can even do this one line.
All right, now that we got the body warm, we're gonna start the dynamic stretches. Gotta make sure to do those stretches so you prevent injuries and you make sure that the workout is solid. These next ones are dynamic stretches for the hamstrings. You just put your heel out, make sure it's straight, and you dip down and you swipe the ground. The key is to make sure that you feel that nice stretch in the hamstrings though. And if you don't feel it, you have to adjust. You step 1 foot out and dip. These ones are also for the hamstrings to further loosen up the hamstrings. You take 1 yoga class and you'll be doing these every day. Right there, you just open up, just like that. And stretch. Ooh. This specific stretch will open up the hamstring. So if you're feeling tight in the hamstrings, this is what you're going to want to be doing.
That's pretty much the warm up. Now we're gonna be going to the gym. You gotta make sure always to do your stretches because it prevents injury, helps you have a much better workout, and it'll help you go harder in the workout. You're able to push a lot more. You already got that adrenaline going. You already got your body lucid. The synovial fluids in your knees and your elbows and in your body is going to be activated, so you're going to be a lot more just fluid. The fluidity in your workouts is going to improve dramatically. You're going to enjoy the workout a lot more when you're properly warm, and you're going to prevent a lot of injuries from happening. So these things you got to do. So let's get to the workout. Squats is probably the most important exercise you can do for your legs. So, not pushing too much weight today. We're going for form, not weight. So key is to make sure you do it properly before you add more weight. So you don't have ego lift. Make sure what you're doing is correct. To be fair, I just squatted that, but I forgot to record it. So we're gonna go again. I did a set of 3. We're gonna see if I can do another 3 without even minimal break. We're only gonna take like 30-second break, and we're gonna jump into the next set. Make sure you keep your body limber at all times. You keep stretching. You can't stretch enough. You gotta hype yourself up. You hype yourself up. We got this. Okay, so we did the warm up. Now we at the gym putting in the work. So now that we're at the gym, we gotta make sure everything we do is correct. So make sure your form is correct no matter what the workout you're doing. Today we're gonna be doing legs. We're emphasizing squat today. Importance of squat. You make sure because it's a foundational workout for your whole body. So you gotta make sure you do the squat no matter what. By the way, don't let nobody tell you you're lifting too light. Don't let nobody make fun of you at the weight that you're lifting, because everyone starts out at a different weight. So ego lifting is not necessary. If you're with someone who's roasting you about the weight that you're lifting, maybe work out with somebody else. Again, squats are everything, so you gotta make sure you do your squats. I do a front way squat, and you can tell me if I'm doing it right. So, your legs are apart. Make sure you're well balanced, where it feels comfortable. Weighing on the back of your neck because you don't want to hunch. Once you get the weight on there, you rest it on your shoulders. Once you're squared up and balanced, and you dip. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Again, key is make sure your form is correct. You don't have to ego lift. You make sure you do just the weight you can and you push yourself just a little bit. I feel like it's questionable if you need a spotter while you're squatting. I don't think you need a spotter while squatting. There's other workouts you can do to avoid it. But you do what you can. And again, have fun with it and just make sure you're better tomorrow than you were yesterday. That's pretty much it. Oh, do your squats. Every day is the same battle. It's just you versus you. So there's nobody else in the competition except for you. So you got to make sure you're better every day. You're better than you were yesterday. That's your main competition. Is the person that you were yesterday. And are you going to be better tomorrow than you were yesterday or even today? That's the only thing. Leverage. So you set yourself up to be better tomorrow than you were today. That's the key. It's about compounding, baby. Compound interest. The key is a proper warm-up. You want to make sure you get that warm-up in correct. You know, don't blow past it. Make sure you get your warm-up in before doing your squats. Also avoiding injury. You don't want to get injured. You want to make sure you go into your workout and you come out not broken. So you want to be sore the next day, but you want to be able to make sure that you can go back again. So don't kill yourself. You don't have to kill yourself every single workout. You know, like keep the caffeine to a minimal, depending on how you get yourself up and at 'em. You know, you don't need so much caffeine when you come do these exercises. You just got to make sure you get that blood flowing, and eventually you can just work off your natural energy. You don't need any excess energy, because if you use anything that gives you excess energy, it's not Yeah, so I was like,